You and I have been doing Medicare educational seminars for a very long time. And our goal is always to help people find the exact right Medicare insurance plan for themselves. And I feel like we're doing a disservice if we don't also talk about their long-term medical needs, because Medicare doesn't cover everything.
You know, we hear about Medicare not covering long-term care, but tell us what that really means.
Medicare was designed to get us well, to whatever health issue comes up, it addresses it and then gets us back to our daily life. So it will pay the hospital bills, it will pay doctor visits, it will even cover some rehab. You know, if we have a knee surgery or a hip surgery or something like that, you're going to get outpatient or even inpatient skilled nursing and rehab, but at a limited amount. What Medicare does not cover is aging. So if you think about your parents or your grandparents, maybe, they probably need extra help around the house, right? They need help maybe doing the grocery shopping because they can't drive anymore, getting to doctor's appointments, maybe preparing meals and keeping the house clean. Sometimes people need help getting in and out of the shower, or doing even in and out from the bed or to the couch or something. They need extra help as they get older. And those are the things that Medicare doesn't cover. We actually even have a friend that's going through this right now. She moved her grandmother in with them about 4 years ago. So the grandma was pretty independent at the time, but she couldn't drive anymore, and they were worried. What if she fell, or what if something happened? And so they decided to move her in with them. Now keep in mind, our friend has a husband, a full-time job, and a 12-year-old child, so this was no small decision to move her grandmother in with them.
But a decision that's happening every day across America, and not just necessarily Missouri.
So common. You want to take care of your family. So of course you're moving them in with you if you can, and doing what you can to take care of them. What's happening in her situation now, it worked really well for a few years, but then the grandmother had to go into the hospital. She had a respiratory infection or something along those lines, and when she came back out, she was very weak. She wasn't able to get from the bed to the bathroom or from the bed to the living room anymore. And so obviously my friend can't quit her job, and so they hired a home health care person to come in and sit with grandmother during the day. And then she is doing it herself at night. My friend is doing it herself at night. So obviously this is impacting her life. It's stressful. She's not happy going to work every day. She's yelling at the kids more. Her and her husband are fighting more often. When you're not getting sleep like that, it's stressful, and the grandmother knows. And so they've talked about now the next step. What's the next step? If you can't take care of your family member at home, you're going to probably move into an assisted living facility or a nursing home. And that's a stressful decision too. That's so much emotion. You don't want to do that, but it just sometimes has to be done. You cannot take care of someone at home. The other thing that comes along with that emotion is financial. How are we going to pay for this? All of these facilities that they're looking at are $7,000 to $8,000. And she was already paying for the home health care nurse out of her pocket, and now they're going to pay for this assisted living out of their pocket. So even though the grandmother had some funds set aside, it's going very quickly.
So it sounds like one of the important things Medicare enrollees and families of Medicare enrollees need to do is have a plan. So what does it mean to have a plan for aging?
It's very important to have some sort of plan. Unfortunately, what happens most often right now is people think, this is never going to happen to me. I'll just self-insure. You can spend all my money, and then Medicaid will take care of me. And that is one option, but it's not really the best option. You can also purchase long-term care insurance. So this is going to help pay for home health care, assisted living, nursing homes. It gives you funds to work with so that you're still concerned on the emotional side, but you're not concerned on the financial side. That's one option. They also have now some hybrid policies. So for all of us who think it's never going to happen to us, but we're still planners at the end of the day, and we want to prepare just in case, these hybrid policies are good options. So sometimes you can combine long-term care and life insurance together. If you don't need the long-term care, the life insurance goes to your kids. If you do need care, you can tap into that amount. One option. Another one of the hybrids is long-term care attached to an annuity. So you feel like you're going to self-insure. You set aside these funds into an annuity. It still keeps growing. If you need care, the annuity company doubles or triples the amount that you put in initially. So if you don't need it, it's still yours. If you do need it, you have extra funds. So that's one of the other options. But I will tell you, one of the most common ones now is short-term care. They're called convalescent care policies or short-term policies. They pay for about 1 year of nursing home, assisted living, or home health care. Much easier to qualify for, and really the majority of people who need long-term care during their lifetime need it for less than 2 years. So a 1 year policy or plan definitely helps.
When talking or starting this plan, it seems to be very important to get the children of the enrollee or the children of the person aging involved. It seems like this is a big family decision. What are some first steps that need to happen there?
It really is a big decision, and I can't stress enough how important it is to have the kids involved. Or at least if you are making the plan, talk to the kids then about your decisions. Have the discussion. What do you want done? Do you plan to move in with your kids? Are they okay with this? Yeah. Do you have a particular independent living facility that you'd like to move into first? And then if you need extra care, you can move through their system. Whatever your plan is, have the discussion. Think about it, talk about it. Don't wait until you need care, because then it's left to your kids and they're already concerned enough about your well-being. And then to add the financial stress on in addition it's overwhelming.
So with retirement, you're saying planning doesn't stop?
It does not. You have to planning is always important, yes.